today about the Sunfire T2000. One of the first things that you want to do when servicing the T2000 is you want to verify the serial number so that you can verify that the case was opened under the correct serial number and that the system has been entitled properly. The serial number is actually located right here on the front bezel. One of the first things you might want to do when servicing the T2000 is talk with the admin and have him turn the locator light on so that you can actually find the system and make sure that you're working on the same system that the customer thinks you're working on. When the set locator light has been turned on, a blue light blinks right here in the corner, letting you know that, okay, this is the system that he turned the light on. When working on these systems, always make sure to practice proper ESD procedures. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to open up the static mat here and hook it up to make sure that we're grounded out. Make sure your strap's nice and tight. We're going to go ahead and replace a memory module on the T2000. The memory module is not hot swappable. The system will need to be down for this. Typically you can just pull the system out, leaving it in the rack, but we're short on space, so we went ahead and put it on this table. We're going to go ahead and work on it here. So to remove the top cover, we'll need to go ahead and push this button in here in front. You're going to have to apply a bit of pressure, and you'll actually feel a little snap whenever you bring it down. From the back, we'll go ahead and put our thumb in this notch here, and we'll just slide the top back. Then we'll go ahead and we'll put this aside out of our way. When you receive the action plan to replace a memory module, the action plan should have the memory module location listed in it. To find out the memory module location, you'll notice at the very top of each module, there's little writing on the board, like J1901, J1701, J1801. And one of those numbers will actually match up with what they have in the action plan. So you'll actually locate that DIMM. For example, we're going to go ahead and we're going to replace J2301. So to replace the DIMM, J2301, we'll go ahead and we will put our fingers on the ends of these little tabs here. And we'll apply equal pressure on both sides until the DIMM pops right on up. Then we'll go ahead and we'll take the DIMM over to our static mat. We'll unpack our new DIMM. We'll want to verify that the part numbers are equal on the DIMM that we're replacing and the one that is going in, so that we make sure that the same size DIMM is going in. There's a little notch here near the center of the DIMM. Different systems, the notch might be in different places, but you'll notice that one side might be a little shorter than the other side. So when you take the DIMM, there's a little matching notch on the connector on the board, and you want to match that up, and you want to slide it in on each side. Then use equal pressure on both sides of the DIMM until you hear a snap, and it'll actually click these levers on both sides up to hold the DIMM in place. Once that's done, the DIMM has been replaced. Then we'll go ahead and we'll put the lid back on. As we put the lid on, we'll want to make sure that we don't pinch any cables. You can see these cables they're kind of high up on top of this other card here. So as we put the lid back on, we just want to make sure that we don't pinch anything in there. Once you put the lid on, as you move it forward, you'll notice that there's a ledge here. We want to make sure that the ledge on this side is actually below the other side. So we'll give it a little bit of pressure down as we push it forward, and then snap it forward. You can hear the button kind of pop up, and then the DIMM has been replaced. So at this point, we will go ahead and push the system back in, make sure all the cables are plugged in, and we'll go ahead and we will run post on the box and verify that the DIMMs are okay, and talk with the customer and have him verify it.